Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 3 of Rebuilding Hansa Rostock, the next team in my rebuild series, and a team I'm enjoying. And obviously, don't get the same views as Barcelona, but it's a different kind of save, and I do like German football. And the challenge of trying to win a Bundesliga with an East German team, which has never been done, something that motivates you. You've got to be motivated to play Football Manager. And talking of playing a Football Manager, apparently the rumour is it's free at the minute. So go and check it out if it is. I know a lot of you still play older versions, and maybe some of you have had a few financial troubles this year. It's been tough for us all with all the COVID crisis. So I'm pretty sure it's free. It's all over Twitter. So go and check it out. If you can grab it while you can, get it. You might as well, because FM21 probably isn't going to be out until Christmas, they reckon, December. So you've got loads of time to play it and have some fun. And maybe even try and do some of the saves I've done. That'd be good. But yeah, thank you anyway, as always, for coming back. It's another season. We're still in the Bundesliga too. We got quite close. We were just under the playoffs last year, which was, you know, it was good because it was our first season in the league. This year is going to be different now. We had a bit of money to spend, although I didn't spend any. We'll try and bring in some loans, maybe the odd free signing, and try and go one better. Even brought in an old legend I've had in the past, who I love. So let's see what I'll go up to. We didn't have any money when I started this, really. We had about 3 million, but that went really quick. Last year I had nothing, and I pretty much kept the same squad, didn't I? So it was tough, and we brought in 2 players on loan. I think I signed 1 on a free, and it was tough. And again, we punched above our weight, and I've not even got the best staff. I just think the tactics are alright. I think I've played this game a lot. Think about how much I've played this game this year. I mean, you want to see the state of the amount of hours I've put into it. It's a bit scary. So this was a good amount of money, but it's not squad changing amount of money. Again, I still had the same squad in the majority of it, because they all had they were all contracted to 22. A lot of them signed new deals last year, so I want to use that money maybe for wages, for loans, and freebies. And this is what I did. We brought in an absolute crap ton of loans, 8 loans and 4 free signings. A couple of old English lads. One of them in particular I had at Palermo. I don't know if he was going to make the same impact he did for me at Palermo, but he did amazing there. So he's a great player to have, especially in his last year at this kind of level. And that is Wayne Rooney. But we'll have a look at everyone in a minute. I brought one guy back from last year, and I've got a couple of guys I've had maybe on the odd other rebuild, and a lot of players I've never had in the past. So that's always exciting. Let's go through the free signings, and a lot of them are old, okay kind of players, squad players, the best I could get. Because, you know, we're not the kind of club a lot of players want to come to. I'll be honest with you, I just wanted to fill out some slots. So we brought in Manu Molina, who was released by Ibiza. Next, we brought in Michel Fornazier, 27-year-old Italian who sounds very French. Again, just a centre half who can help us out. He was at Parma, but I don't think he played for Parma. Of course, Wayne Rooney. He was fantastic at Palermo. If he could do the same thing there, it'd be brilliant. He was amazing for us. He got us into Serie A and then retired. So if you can do that again here, I'm not going to complain. The fact that he wanted to come, I think, is amazing. Although at Palermo, I think he accepted $4 grand a week. He's got 80 here, cheeky sod. I needed another goalkeeper. Will he be a starter? Maybe, maybe not. But it's Scott Carson, who I think is at City in real life. Man City is like a 3rd choice keeper, and decent. So he's decent for this level. On to the loan signings, and I've got 8. I think I could have more, but I thought 8 was enough. I think my squad was okay once I was finished with this. And he's a centre half, Leo Ostigard, and we've loaned him from Brighton. Centre half can cover though in different positions. Great young player. Next up is Curtis Jones, who I think looks really good. Good young English winger. Can play on the left, but he's right-footed, so I could stick him out wide on the right as well. Again, got good talent, and I mean he's really up in the. I think with his loans, definitely upped our quality. Next up is Enrico Del Prato, 21, Italian, right back, but can play defensive midfield as well, which is super handy because I'll probably need that. Loads and loads and loads of potential. He's come from Atalanta. Excited about him. Next one I've had in the past for a season on a rebuild, and he was great. Mr. Arp himself. Bayern have got 2 very good young strikers, aren't they? Is it Kirk Lee, or whatever his name is, and this kid? Both great. He's up for loan. It's costing us a bit in wages. I think 20% of his wages, so baggy for us that. And he's not worth a lot, but he is a little goal machine. I think he was a goal machine for me in England, pretty sure. Or was it in France? Can't have done that many rebuilds, if I forget. They all merge into one. But I think at this level, he's German, so he should be alright. Next up is Conor Gallagher. I've never had him before. was very good. And it's one of them weird ones where you sign him and then a day later, I think is it West Brom? I think West Brom are trying to loan him. So it's like weird, you know, you never really hear much about someone. Then you sign them on Football Manager and then they're on the news. We've signed Sam McCallum from Norwich City, a left back who looks really good. Some good young players at Norwich, aren't there? Especially fullbacks. We've got Hiroki Abe, is it? Abe? 22-year-old Japanese player who I do know because when I was at Barcelona, I think I got rid of him. I either loaned him out or I sold him. So, yeah. Here, though, he's a ledge. We're not messing about here. At Hansa Rostock, he's a top player, so really happy to have him. And then again, we've loaned our anti-pal from City. We had him last year. He was great. I slagged him off, didn't I? Saying I've had him a few times, he's shit. But he was brilliant for us last year, and he's come back for another season. He was happy to as well. Financially, we've still got money in the bank, but obviously I think it's going to cost us in it, wages, all that kind of stuff. But as long as we can get up there again, I want to get in that top 3, win the league. I think we're good enough. I do. I think we definitely could get second. Even if we're going to playoff, that'd be exciting. But if we didn't get top 3, I'd be disappointed because we are a way better team this year. Now, I know I have 8 loans. I know that, but you know what I mean? That's what you've got to do sometimes. And the quality is there, and I think the guys will play for me. I really, really do. And, you know, we still got some players from last year. We've still got most of them. Got a big squad here. We should be able to handle injuries. We should be able to roll with the punches. We should be able to go one better. There's no reason why we can't go one better. I mean, the Hook is getting on a bit. He's probably going to leave this year anyway, whatever happens. But he's banging them goals in. Him and Arp now, I've got 2 strikers that are quality. I'm not just relying on one guy. And when he goes, I'm struggling a bit. I've got Wayne freaking Rooney as well. He'll score for me. We've still got a couple of good wingers, Volman and Olmadik. Decent midfielders, Rother. He's good, you know. Defence looking strong. I've got quality. I think we've got depth. Let's go for it. Bucky's home. Got us mid-table. But they had us bottom last year and we finished 4th. So we've now got us at 10th. That means we're winning the league. Innit? We're going to win the league. But I'm happy. I think we'll do really well. The board, they want us to avoid relegation. We're not getting relegated. Chill. If that happened, then I'd be amazed. The FB Pokal, we've got an easier start this time. We're playing Pampau. I think we had Bayern Munich last year, so it'd be nice to maybe have a bit of a run. Maybe we can earn a few extra quid. Still not been able to improve the team. We'll see what happens with that. The facilities, anyway. I like to improve the club. It always makes things better. The staff, and I'm going to keep improving it as the season goes on. I had more coaches. We got a couple more coaches in. I think I ended up with 7. Scouts, we're bringing a full scouting team because we really want to start scouting a lot more this year. And we definitely improved the physio. So you'll see all that as the season progresses. Definitely gets better. And yes, I've made Ronaldo my captain. How could I not? It's Wayne freaking Rooney. Man United fan. Although I'm wearing the Scotland top. That's to advertise the scarf my father wore. If you've not checked it out, go and see it. 25 episodes of absolute awesomeness. But yeah, he's the best United player ever, I think, in my opinion. Now, we had a pre-season. It went okay. I did a couple of games to it. One was against Pampau. I just wanted to see how we do against them. Hopefully we do that in the first round of the Cup because we battered them 6-0. So yeah, it was great. I mean, some really good results, lots of goals, a lot of team bonding. We drank a lot of them big beers they do in Germany. It was great. So then we jumped all the way to the 30th of January because, you know, you have the winter break. Played a couple of games, got a bit giddy before I remembered I had to save it. So anyway, we'll go back a bit and we'll start off with the Pokal. And of course, we beat these 6-0 in pre-season. So I wanted the same again. This time we beat them 5-0. So it was great to get past that first round. And that's the first time ever. Great performance. Absolutely annihilated him. Mr. Arp getting man of the match. Such a good player in. But then in the second round we played FSV Mainz 05. This time they scored 5 goals. But we scored a couple. You know, they're a better team, bigger team, better players. So we're not there yet. We're not, are we? Some good performances though. From players who, you know, maybe, you know, shouldn't have been played. Olmadik, Volman. Do you know what I mean? It was Arp who had an absolute stinker. Over to the Bundesliga 2, and this is our very first game of the season. So, you know, we're still finding our feet at this point. It's a new squad, lots of new players. But still some guys who played very well. Wayne Rooney scoring. On his debut, you can't beat a bit of Ronaldo, man. 1 win and 3 draws later, we played Dynamo Dresden. Great team. A lot of people wanted me to do them. I love Dynamo Dresden. But I've just done so many personal saves with them, and I've nearly brought one to YouTube once. I burnt out with them. I want to do something fresh. But it's good to play them, and we won 1-0, and guess who scored? Wayne Rooney. A couple of games later, still undefeated by this time. Not lost yet. We played Union Berlin, another team I really like, and I fancy doing something with one day. Just like the idea of, is it a fact? I don't know if it's true. This, I think it's no team from Berlin has ever won the Bundesliga. There's some stat like that. That'd be a good little challenge, maybe for FM21. But yeah, we battered these. Look at Art with his hat trick. Legend. Quite a few games later, and we've been beaten by this point. We had our derby. Big derby, big battle against St. Pauli. But we're beaten 2-1. Mr. Artman, picking him up on that loan excited me, because I knew with an out-and-out superstar up front, and once you've got something like that, you can do a lot. Now, after almost a month off, we played Paderborn. So this was our first game back, and we won 3-0. I was going to leave it at this point, but I got a bit excited. So yeah, sorry about that. But we won. Great Gallagher, man of the match. Great performance from the lads, and we've been great all year. In fact, we're second, which is crazy really, because we only lost one, but Fortuna Dusseldorf have only lost one. We've drawn one, but we've got the best player and the highest goal scorer in the league, which is fantastic. I knew he'd be good. He's been very, very good. St. Pauli are down there in the bottom 3. Dresden aren't doing too clever, but we're doing all right. We're doing really, really well. We've got the joint top defence, 3 of us, Stuttgart and Paderborn, and they've been great. Honestly, I'm so happy. My aim was to be like a top 3 team, but some of the football's been fantastic. I mean, I'd like maybe for us to score a couple more goals, but we're still very good. But there's other teams here that are a bit more established, they're a few steps ahead of us, have some really good players. Teams like Freiburg and Fortuna Dusseldorf, but it's only our 2nd year in League 2, and even though we've got 8 loan players, sometimes you think, oh, they're not going to play for the badge. The lads are doing well, man. I like them. And this is a squad arranged by average rating, and I've been really impressed. Abe's out for about 11 days. He's been a good little player. Just sacked him off at Barcelona. He's shit. Not here. He's very good. Rooney was playing a lot. He's played mainly as a defensive midfielder. Scored a couple of goals, but they were both on penalties. Set up a few good goals as well. He's so good. He is. I said this when he was at Palermo. He's just a good passer. Sets a lot of the play up. Great, fantastic player to have. Molina, obviously, he's like a backup. Not worried about him. But Mr. Arp, 21 goals, 21 games. Conor Gallagher. Wow. Great player. Now, the money has dropped. That's totally fine, though. Even if we finish 4th, we're still going to get good money. Maybe we could still get loans in. Eventually, we're going to punch and get up there. To the league that Bayern München dominate. Look at that. Where's Dortmund? Oh. Ooh. No way, man. No way. I like them and all. Anything black and yellow, I like a lot. Do you know what else I like a lot? All of a sudden, chairman's like, yeah, have this, have that, have this, have that. So obviously, like I said, I was improving the staff. We're going to have a look at them in a minute. But youth facilities, you see data's getting done, training's getting done. I've already done the data facilities, we're back at them. And if Fulham let me expand the staff. So yeah, it's getting a bit better, isn't it? So I've got the best physios, and I've still got a physio slot to do. But I found a great sports scientist who was awesome at physio as well, so that always helps. You can see my scouting team's got better. It's just hard, man. I'm trying to get good scouts at this. I don't know why. I usually don't struggle, but I'm struggling. I just don't want to bring in shit. I want good ones, but they're good enough. It's the coaching team that's just been, yeah, totally revamped. Still got a few, bits I want to work on, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with a lot of things. It's been a lot of fun. But obviously, it's pretty simple at this level, isn't it? Once you got the cup, that's it. It's just concentrating on the league. No Europe or nothing like that, which is fun. You can get through it quite quick. And we've got a long way to go here. A lot of TV games, isn't there, at this level, which is fantastic. You can see a lot of football in Germany if that's how it is in real life. So yeah, we've got Kaiserslautern next, massive club. That fact, I love that fact about, it's weird, isn't it, how these teams have fallen, but when reunification happened, obviously the year before, it was 2 separate countries, so they still get their Champions League spots. So you had Hansa Rostock in the Champions League. I think it was Kaiserslautern in the Champions League. So they had 2 teams that year, which is weird because they never used to do that back in the day. You only got in the Champions League if you won your league. We'll start here with Kaiserslautern, and we won 1-0 away, which I think is a great result. Mr. Omladic, legend. It wasn't perfect going into the season. I'll be honest with you, there's a few hiccups along the way. I wasn't disappointed with this. Going away to Dresden, I was happy to win. Mr. Arp is a beast. So this was a good win for us. Did get beat off Union Berlin now. I don't know why. I felt like we were really going to do these, but they were great on the day. They played really well going forward. Don't get me wrong. It's near the end of the season, and we're second, which is great. And we secured a playoff spot. So, that doesn't mean, things can happen. If we lose every game, we're doomed. And you'll see the next game's against St. Pauli. It's our derby. So we're going to share that together, because if we can beat St. Pauli at home, we guarantee second. So here we go. Let's have a live com, and a good one, I reckon, against St. Pauli. Can we secure our promotion? I'm guessing there's a slim chance we could win the league still, but I doubt that's going to happen. Welcome to Rostock, and decent team man putting out there. I wish Curtis was playing on the left, but the kid's suspended. Unfortunately for today, I think we'd be super dangerous going forward. So here we are, and yeah, pitch looks lovely. Stadium's looking decent. It's a good stadium now. I think it got upgraded in 2001, was it? I mean, they were in the Bundesliga for a good amount of time, and I think a team like this should be in the Bundesliga. It's a shame, really, what happened to a lot of those teams in East Germany. It's just because it was a communist country. The teams were all run in a communist way, where everyone probably got the same amount of money. Everything was done for them. Everything's done for you by the state, wasn't it? So it was just different. And then when it all got mixed together, it was a struggle. Those big West Germany teams with the money could just poach what they wanted. A lot of these other East German teams didn't know how to run themselves as a proper football club. Made a lot of bad decisions financially, paying players too many wages, stuff like that. And it is a shame. It'd be nice to see like Hansa Rostock or Dynamo Dresden as regular fixtures in the Bundesliga. I mean, main aim was to win the Bundesliga, but that could take a while. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe we just solidify our Bundesliga status. Maybe do 4 episodes, potentially 5. We'll see how it goes. I still want to do an Into the Future Dundee United one for you loyal fans out there, because I've only done that once, and that was with Coventry, but I just think it'd be cool. It's all hard at the minute because I'm doing county all the way to the end of FM20 up until 21. But my wife's pregnant. I mean, she could have the baby in 2 weeks, could be 4 weeks, and when that happens, I'm having a good few weeks off. So you've got to try and plan these things. I don't want to leave you with half a series. I always finish my series, so I'm trying to time it right, if you know what I mean. Oh, here we go, an actual highlight. Exciting. As always, it's raining. Here's Gallagher, good little player in. Be interested to see him if he gets stuck. He might have even gone to West Brom on loan. I've not looked at the news for a day or two. Come on. Oh, happy lad. Good to see him play some first team football this year. Now I know about him. Now I've had him as well. First half's over. It's not been the best game. They've not been great. We've not been too clever. Time for good old booty ass kicking. Well, we've got full greens. Let's see if they actually listen to me. Volman's injured. I don't know what options I've got, to be fair. Well, I've just made the sub, but it won't take effect. Omladic, he's coming on. But they're all knackered. That bench all look good. But it's the match sharpness. I've just been that end of the season really pushing for it. Just playing the best team I can, and not really rotating maybe as much as I should have. I've just kind of gone for it, just laser focus. Not had a good live coming this series. Last one was just a bit of a wet fart, wasn't it? Come on. Get in. The little Japanese superhero. Hiroki Abe. Love him. Talking about doing the same thing over and over. I've never done a rebuild in South America, and a couple of you have actually asked it, and I have got an idea. One of you gave me a great idea. Told me about a massive team that's now in the 2nd division. I've been looking into that. St. Pauli on the attack in the dying moments of the game. They've not done anything. They've not been that great. If they score, I will not be happy. I'll be honest with you. After this, make sure, if you've not, go and catch up with Stockport County. Scarf My Father. Whoa. Love that series. It's awesome. Just signed a new kit deal. Go check it out. Right, here he is, Abe. Abe, I call him Abe. It's easier in my mind. Oh, referee, but he's fighting. Oh, I can't bring him down. He ain't diving. Well, there we go. We've secured our promotion. We are guaranteed to be in the Bundesliga next season. It's still a chance we could potentially win the league. Let's find out what happens at the end of the season. Let's start here first though with the Pokal final, and again it's been great. Leipzig beating Schalke. Different teams in it, I like it. They did in fact win the league again. Borussia Mönchengladbach. They came second. They have some, from like my experience in this game, they create some great regens. Borussia Mönchen, you know what. And Dortmund though recovered, didn't they? They were shite, do you remember? Well, we didn't help our slim chances of winning the league because we lost our next game away. How'd you say that? Wow. They beat us 3-2. And then we drew our last game 1-1. But do you know what? It doesn't matter. I didn't expect us to somehow scrape that title. I think we were too far behind. And I think obviously once we beat St. Paul, it was like we stopped caring really. We've already done it. We're in the Bundesliga. You know, going up is a fantastic achievement. Really happy with it. Best player, highest goal scorer. Hopefully they'll loan us back Mr. Arp. We'll have to wait and see. Stuttgart, the playoff final's still to go. Just see what happens with that next year. Is it Hamburg, Stuttgart? That would have been cool, that wouldn't it? That would have made a lovely little end to an episode. But I'm happy. Can't complain. It is what it is. The league does not lie. I think we deserve to go up. I felt like we'd be top 3. And I'm buzzing. It's been a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Next year's going to be cool, though. Cool as shit. But you know, we've got a lot of players that want to leave because they haven't played. And we're going to have all the loans leaving. Maybe we can sort some of them out, bring them back. I'm going to try. Because you know, they know the club now. They know the tactic. And I prefer to bring them back than maybe even look for a slightly better one. Because you're starting from fresh then, aren't you? You don't know what you're getting. I know what I'm getting with a lot of these boys. And I think they deserve a crack in the Bundesliga. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And the rules may be different and so on. And yeah, hopefully I can pick up some good freebies as well. That'll be interesting. There's a lot of stuff I can do. And hopefully we'll have a little bit more money. I ain't got anything to spend yet, but we've got a ton in the bank. And slow little rebuild this. It's slow. Like I said, it's because of my, you know, second son being due to be born any minute. I don't think I'm going to be able to go right into this like I wanted to. So, you know, we're going to give it a good few years in the Bundesliga. So still a lot of work to do. So there we have it. That is the end of episode 3 of Rebuilding Hansa Rostock. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to not only smash that like button, but come back for episode 4 and our debut in the Bundesliga. It's starting to get a bit real, that, but I'm super excited for it. But thank you as always for the support and the view and the comment. Any support you give me is massively appreciated. Like I said, don't forget the rumour is Football Manager is free. So if you haven't got it and you fancy it, go and get it while you can, and let me know where your first save is going to be. Let me know what you think of this save, and if you are bored and you've not seen it yet, go and check out the Stockport County series. Pluggy. Anyway, thank you for sitting with me. Have a great weekend. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.